Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about a Sephora haul. As we know, Black Friday sale is currently active, so let's check out what I've bought, and I used everything based on first impression on my face. Today, especially look at the finishing on my skin itself. I didn't use any highlighter whatsoever. It's based on the product that I bought. Happy ending, let's put it that way. This time I've chosen 3 brands which I never actually used before. They're very hyper, they have their iconic products in the market as well. But because I was in China, so it was a little bit difficult or time consuming to actually get them. One is from Makeup by Mario. I got 2 to start with. And next one is from this brand called ILIA. To be honest, I actually was going to buy them from their official website. I actually was on the checkout process, but I don't know why the website continued to kind of lock me out and break down on me. So I couldn't actually buy them from their official website, but Sephora. Next brand was very hyper. I think now is still a very highly discussed brand. I know I'm very late into it. It is the CBeauty. This is their liquid blush and the contour stick. First time I'm actually trying out this brand. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Although I did have a layer of sunblock, but we're going to use this one first. This one is called CBeauty Triple Serum SPF 30. There are shades options for this, and mine is tone 1. I think it's kind of like a tinted sunblock as well. It is very like oil-based serum texture. I don't particularly like the smell, but it doesn't last long actually. Now it's faint out. I think it's a very sheer coverage itself. So I think if you're dry skin, you would like it. As I'm combined oily skin, let's wait until it's set. Very easy to be spread out. Obviously, it's oil. It is very much like oil texture. At least one thing I noticed right away, that there is actually no coverage. Once you apply it on the face, I think it's literally a sunblock, a serum-based sunblock. I think would work very well for dry skins. I think I made a mistake. I thought going to be like a tinted BB cream, that type of texture or that level of coverage. I think I got it wrong completely. I gave it for a minute or 2. It's still not being absorbed completely. How I feel is the sheer layer of oil is maintained on top of my skin. It's not being soaked in, and it's not, how to say, I don't feel the hydrating come within. It's more like stayed on the surface. Okay. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to apply a bit concealer. And now let's see if it works with foundations as well, which is kind of the most important things. I'm going to use the YSL. I think I start liking it more than 5 minutes ago. Let's put it that way. I think it looks way much, it's not look, it's supported the foundation very well. And for my skin type, which is combined oily, I think it turns out, how to say, It is slightly glowier than the normal skin reflection, but it doesn't look oily anymore. I think the foundation helped to reduce the shine from, or oily shine from this sunblock. I'm gonna call this sunblock. But it's not being absorbed completely, which result in a very smooth and very healthy skin look itself. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, that I feel the oil feel, it kind of stayed on the surface of your skin. My concern was after applying a foundation, it will make my foundation stay on top of the skin rather than melt into the skin, become like all in one. I think this did a good job as a primer. I think, yeah, that's how I would summarize it. I think this is more like contained SPF primer. If you're normal to dry skin, you will definitely like it. Okay, let's move on to this two. One is from Makeup by Mario. And this is the blush I got, is color Just Peachy. It is actually very good size. Ooh, oh wow. This creamed blush is very good formula. When you first swatch it, oh, can you see the reflection? You feel it's very slippery. You literally feel like you got a wet hand and a smudge on the soap. That's how you feel. But once it's touched with the skin, the first, I would say 3 to 5 seconds, you still feel creamy. But the more you rub it on, the slightly thicker it gets. And then to help settle into your skin, it's literally in. Look at this into the details. Look at my hand tilting. You still see the fine lines on my skin itself. But you also see the color. It's literally in to my skin. Wow. And we're gonna swatch this one from ILIA. When you swipe it on, you feel the difference of formula straight away. And this, when you swipe on the skin, you feel a little bit like pulling feel on the skin. It is stickier, not as soapy or slippery as this one. But this is also quite nice. I think I just chose a very similar color. Let me just swap next to each other. Makeup by Mario, this one has more peachiness in there, more peach color towards. And this has more pink color. Both are within neutral. And I got one more blush, which is from Rare Beauty. Soft Peach Blush Liquid Matte. And my color is Bliss. Rare Beauty I wanted to try for a very long time, but it's not that easy to get in China. So I waited until I'm back. Oh, the applicator is quite cute. It's a bit bulky, but I think that's served the purpose, right? Oh, this formula is literally like typical liquid blush. That's what you would expect. But once it starts settling, let me reorganize my words. It is way much quicker compared to the other two in terms of settling on the skin or into the skin. You see this one, you also see my veins color as well. It's not stayed on the surface, but it's melt into your skin. This one, once it's set, it has like just your skin reflection. It doesn't change the reflection of your skin. It's not completely matte, neither dewy. I actually quite like this type of blush. I'm just going to be brave. First, I would just apply by hand just to see how it actually performs with the hand. Performed so well. So well. I think I just need to get a little bit on this side, right? Here's a little bit like less color in a way. You just need to use hand. You don't need a puff or anything. easy to use. The color pigment is really, really good. Very, very friendly for beginners as well. You see? And also the result, most importantly, is the result you actually gain. It doesn't change the finish of your foundation itself, but it's like you add it onto it, and the color starts showing from within, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I love it. Right, that's use the stick. I'm going to use this one more dotted in the front of my face, as it's more pink based. I'm going to try to use hand just to see the spreading itself. It is also okay. It is also okay. The easiest one is still the Rare Beauty. But this one is also good. The color is healthier towards cute. Ignore my eye bag, yeah? And today I got overhead lights here. The natural daylight isn't that good today, so it make my eye bag look even more visible that way. I will correct it later, but let's focus on the blush performance itself. Oh, okay. The finishing is certainly slightly, glowier, if you see this part. It's glowier than the Rare Beauty one. Let's see the makeup by Mario. Can you guys see the glow added on top of Rare Beauty blush? It is also okay by applying just by hand. But the pigment, I would say this one is the highest out of the three. Make sure you tap off at the back of your hand first. But I really like this color. It's my type of, peachy color. It would merge very well with the contour. Okay, before on to the next, let me just quickly get Rare Beauty's one again. Get it on the eyelid. I will make it very simple, like that. I'm just so in love with Rare Beauty's this liquid blush. Okay, next two are bronzers. I haven't done these swatches, but to be honest, by the experience that I had with non-Asian sculpting powders, majority a little bit more warmer tone. The formula is very similar like the blush, but I think the pigment is slightly lower than the blush. It is within neutral tone. I wasn't sure whether I should actually get one more shade darker. And another one again from Rare Beauty. It is a Warm Wishes stick bronzer, and my color is Bright Side. I have to say Sephora, for the pictures and the swatches, if you can just contain a little bit more, or just copy exactly what is on the website, would be more helpful, because it is very hard to choose a shade. Packaging itself, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with, because I'm quite late into Rare Beauty, this brand. Ooh, it is way much more, pigmented, and you can tell this is more, contains more ash gray in there, and this is way much more warmer undertone. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the Rare Beauty one to contour, and to use Makeup by Mario, this one, to actually bronze it up. The contour effect is really good. I'm not going to buff it, as we got quite a lot of cream product on the face, so I'm going to just tap it. But I really like the effect. Can you guys see my jawline? very sharp. I really like Rare Beauty from the blush, liquid blush, as well as this contour stick, because I prefer the finishing. Once it's melted onto the skin, it's more matte and a powder feel of a finishing. You see, I just feel this side already been set with powder. It's very smooth. Then let's top up with the Makeup by Mario, this one, as it's quite light and the color is warmer, so I'm literally just kind of like dotted all over the places, even across the nose, kind of like bronze it up. I haven't had this, you know, bronzy look, like whole face being bronzy for a very long time. I think this one is just added like a sheer layer of it. I think with both of them made at least my face look smaller. Last but not least is powder. Inside is here, then you need to take out the layer on one side. It seems quite fine, which I see the dust already. But it doesn't come with a puff, which is a shame, personally feel. So they have the hole made here, half of the container. Then we can take it out, take out the powder, and then you can twist it to close it. This is a good thought. So it's very friendly for traveling as well. This is a good thought. And let me grab a puff. I'm going to use half of the face with puff and the other half with brush. I think you guys see the shine, everything here straight away. And let's check out the blurring effect. Can you see the difference? I need a little bit more to prove something. I think today helped that I used above head lighting, that you can actually see the true reflection on my face. After it's set it, but when I tilt it, can you guys still see the high points of my face? This still remained a very good, slightly glowier reflection than the normal skin reflection. But when I look from the mirror, it's matte. It's like clean. I don't know whether it's because of the powder itself or it's because that quite dewy or creamy product that I used underneath, which kind of like maintain the glow underneath. I definitely tried more, but I think the powder has set it beautifully. It's too fine to be actually seen on the face. What I meant that is you don't, let me get even closer. I don't know if you guys can see it on my skin condition itself. You don't actually see powder being set it on the face. And especially here, I've actually set it quite heavily. It looks very light. There is no like a mask feeling of it. I'm going to use a smaller brush just to set the under eye area first. It is the powder. The powder is really fine. The quality is really good. There is no much different in terms of using a brush or puff. I think mainly because of the quality of the powder itself. It's fine enough. Most of the powders, when you use brush, you will feel it looks way much natural and lighter compared to a puff. But this one, I think, is because of the quality is so fine to deliver the similar non-cakeness, non-fake, non-mask finishing by using both puff or the brush. It is really good. Just on the last notes, what should I do with the leftover powders? How I'm going to put it back? Okay, quick summary here. I'm actually happy with all of them. With this particular brand, ILIA, I think. The 3 products I've chosen, I love the powder the most. I think the powder quality is really outstanding. This too, the multi-cream stick is very nice, very easy use to be on the cheek, and it does give you a cream finish. So if you are like my skin, you may definitely want to pat it with the powder. The color itself is very nice and melt into your skin. I will use it just on its own for the eye makeup, blush and the lip to see how it actually turns out. The color seems quite nice, all of me. This CBeauty Triple Serum SPF 30, I will just summarize it as a SPF contained primer, serum based primer. This would be more suitable for dry skin. If you are normal skin or normal to oily skin, I think you definitely need to bear that in mind. The finishing, the serum itself is very, very oil based. It's literally like face oil. It's not those lightweight face oil. You will actually see the oil glowing onto your skin. But on the plus side, it actually works well with the foundation which you're going to apply afterwards. By the way, although there are colors, you will see the color difference on the website as well, but there is no coverage. At least for this one, tone 1, it actually no coverage on my face. You can't use even as a tinted BB cream, for example. You definitely need concealers or BB creams or foundation to put on top of it. It works very well. Today, the finishing is very nice. It's helped everything kind of glued together. This too from Makeup by Mario, I also very, very like it. The formula and the pigment are very, very friendly for beginners, and also considering the size of it, so it's actually quite good. I personally love the blush more than the sculpting cream. I think I may go for a slightly darker color, the medium one, slightly darker than this. The lighter one, it is a little bit sheer, warm on the face, and I need to use it on its own to see the actual performance. But the blush, I really like it. However, personally, I would prefer to set it with powder. If you are dry skin, you would definitely like the finish. It is a very healthy cream glowy on your face if you love that type of finishing. This too from Rare Beauty, I love the most out of all of it, especially the Rare Beauty's cream blush, liquid blush, not cream blush, liquid blush. It's beautiful, melt into your skin. It's become a part of your skin. I think just based on the first impression today, I'm going to get a couple of more colors. The contour cream stick, it is good. It is neutral undertone, more towards ash gray. Just bear that in mind. But I would actually prefer more ash gray than way much more warm and chocolatey undertone. It is very effective, easy to be spread out on the face. Also the finishing is matte. That's most importantly. When you touch the face, I showed you guys earlier, you feel like it's been set. Hope you also like today's video. If you do, don't forget to give a thumb up. Thank you so much. Love spending time with you. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. I will see you on my next one.